What is up, Mets fans? Welcome back to another episode of the Mets'd podcast. We are kind of splitting up this Philly series because I think we have to. Those first two games were horrible, and we need to talk about it. In a four-game series especially, there's so much that goes on. Mets could win the next two, and we'd feel a lot better. But right now, we feel pretty freaking bad. So we're going to talk about everything that's gone on in game 1 and 2 of the Philly series and just a little bit of a heat check of how this team feels, a little bit of a vibe check. Just got to talk. We got to get some words out for you guys. As always, make sure you're following us on all our social media at Mets'd on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Subscribe to the Mets'd Podcast YouTube channel if you have not yet done so for the video version. And if you're listening to us, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, drop us a rating, drop us a review, download, and subscribe. James, where are you ranking that one on losses for the season? Because game 2 was bad.
One of the worst. Maybe not exactly the way the game was played, but the way you feel when you walk out of it, it's just... I thought this was so bad. I thought you were going to start one of these episodes when you're patented groans, because this was just miserable. Also, the way you lost on Monday was arguably worse, because at least Tuesday you can confidently say you got outplayed. Monday you had chances to win that game. You didn't really take advantage of any of them. Harrison Bader's the greatest player in the history of the world. Hitting like 500 against the Mets this year.
My guy Harrison Bader, who I wanted at the deadline.
That's it. You did say that. I just can't even. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with Mendoza? Do you want to start with the pitching? Do you want to start with not hitting Aaronola?
I think let's start with Mendoza. I want to start hot. He's been horrible.
Yeah, bad. I would say quite bad. I think that, ironically, that he did something really good in the game on Tuesday, which was like calling in Sean Manaea to the tunnel after Manaea had some of the worst body language I've ever seen Sean Manaea have. Literally, like what they say, hanging his head after that Harrison Bader home run and that ridiculous Otto Kemp home run, the bat before that I still can't believe got out. But was that Kemp? Yeah, it was Kemp. Yeah, it was Kemp. So then after that, Sean Manaea comes out and he's kind of firing, kind of starts pitching a lot looser. The damage is already done. Who the fuck cares? But then that Monday was one of Mendoza's worst managed games I've ever seen him have. The fact that he used Luisangel Acuna as a pinch hitter and then brought him in to play his unnatural position, third base, only to not have any pinch runners available for the 9th inning when you needed one really, really badly. And that wound up costing the Mets a chance to tie the game, apart from Jeff McNeil and Francisco Alvarez not having good at-bats against Johan Duran. That was when that happened, I was like, why is he hitting? Why is he hitting right now? Luisangel Acuna probably shouldn't hit the rest of the season, truthfully, if things go.
No, Luisangel Acuna is a guy he's not on the New York Mets in 2026. It's plain and simple. I don't think he's on this roster. He's not going to have an option.
I think he might be on the Mets in 2026, but I think that being said, there's a few things that he does really, really well right now, and none of them are hitting.
No, it's definitely not hitting. And even with a lefty on the mound, Ronnie Mauricio's not any worse of a hitter than Luisangel Acuna is against a lefty. Mauricio's bad against lefties, but I would still probably take Ronnie Mauricio every time, especially knowing that Ronnie is one of the slowest players on this team. So using him in the pinch running situation was crazy. Multiple bad things happened too. Ronnie got the worst read I've ever seen in my life on a ball that was down immediately.
On Vientos'
double. Me and you were watching the game together. We're like, how are we not even close to scoring on that? Ronnie's incredibly slow, one. I know he's come back from knee injury, but incredibly slow. And two, he got the worst read of all time on a ball that was never for a million seconds ever being caught.
And he was taking a small lead because he was very scared to get picked off because Duran does have a good move. So the fact that you brought in a guy to pinch run, you took out Pete Alonso in a one-run game, and then taking him out in a one-run game, you brought in a guy who there's no chance to steal. He's not confident in himself as a base runner enough to take a big lead, and you still can't score from first on a double. Why even pinch run at that point? I don't know. And also, like, the way he also burned Marte, not saying that I wanted Marte in any situation based on what he's played recently, but to bring Marte as a pinch hitter for Brett Beatty, where I understand you don't want the lefties facing the lefties, but then the way you organize it, Starling Marte is going into the outfield. Brandon was playing center field for the first time all season. It's like, how was this the way we wanted to deploy the chess pieces? The end of a game that was highly
very winnable. The Mets had every opportunity. They should have won it. Again, if basically anybody but three guys on the Mets are on the base, they scored that run easily.
Like Nick Castellanos is fumbling with the ball in the right field wall. It's like, I just can't. The fact that it got to that point, even still at that point, you just need Jeff McNeil to put the ball in play, and you still score the run. And he missed a couple fastballs.
That foul ball by an inch. It was like
it smacked the umpire.
Umpire. I mean, come on.
We thought it hit the base because it took such a weird hop. We were celebrating. We're like, oh shit, it was the umpire. And then also the one that's gotten the most publicity, but I think a little bit wrongfully. The Francisco Alvarez
Dude,
at bat,
way too
very bad at bat, but also people are just being ridiculous about it.
I had the unfortunate. I don't know. I happened to be home in Westfield. I didn't know the word I wanted to use. I happened to be home in Westfield in Jersey, and me and my dad were just like, it's 3 p.m. Nothing's on TV, so we just turned on the TV version of Evan and Tiki, which is crazy. And I like Evan objectively. Like he's a nice dude. He's been nice to us. He's a big Met fan, obviously. But they brought on Joe Beningo, who's obviously he's a pistol. The guy is like a WFAN legend, and he's got some crazy stuff behind the scenes as well. But he comes on and he talks about how, one, Francisco Alvarez had like the worst at bat he's ever seen. And then two was like, I feel more comfortable with Luis Torrens every day catching. And he then even doubled down and said, I think I'd feel better with Singer, which that's also not his name.
I mean, literally. It's also, I was just thinking about that entire sequence again. It's like so many things had to go wrong for those runs not to score. And even just the cherry on top was Jared Young coming as a pinch runner.
And I think Jared Young is faster than Ronnie Mauricio too.
I could see that. But also, the funny thing is that with Jose Siri being activated before the game on Tuesday, it seemed like they wanted to keep Jared Young on the roster yesterday with a right-handed pitcher on the mound. But if you have Jose Siri on the roster, and it seems like he was probably ready to be activated for Jared Young, he probably pinch runs or he just pinch hits for Mullins, and then Acuna pinch runs. But no matter what, you score that run, and we might be having a very different conversation right now.
This is the problem right now that the Mets are having. And I think it's David Stearns. I think it's Carlos Mendoza. I think it's the entire organization right now trying to be a little too cute at times. I think there is a lack of a kill switch that's being engaged right now with this team. Like you said, wanting Jared Young there for maybe one at bat against Aaron Nola, maybe, is a pretty insane trying to thread the needle rather than having Jose Siri, who, I mean, he dropped the fly ball today. We don't have to talk about that. But he's a much better fielder defensively. He brings you value. And he's a demon on the base paths. Every time he's been on base this year, he has scored a run, which is an insane stat because he doesn't get on base much, but he scores every time. That's like trying to thread the needle. Even letting Hagenman face Kyle Schwarber in this game, trying to get Hagenman through all this, trying to thread the needle. A lot, and even some of the decisions that David Stearns has made when we've been like trying some of these weird pitchers at times, trying to thread the needle when, like, I'm gonna say something that maybe isn't fair, but like Rico Garcia should still be on this team, and he's awesome out in Baltimore. Tried to thread the needle a little bit too much.
I don't think that the Schwarber Hageman was threading the needle. I think that was just a horrible, horrible moment by Carlos Mendoza. Where we've said this before about Mendoza, but it seems like sometimes when innings spiral out of control, it seems like sometimes he's not prepared for the next situation that might be occurring. And in this game, right before that happened, the inning that the Kyle Schwarber at bat should never have happened because Mark Viento should have made a routine play and just throwing out Bryson Stott instead of tapping his glove 5 times. Bryson Stott hustling down the line. But at the same time, you get into that situation now that the innings kind of starts again, spiral out of control. There's two lefties right there. The second Bryson Stott's on base. Like, I don't care what's going on. That was still a close game at the time. Brooks Raley, you have two lefties in the bullpen, Raley or Soto. Someone should be warming up. Those guys are on this team to literally face those two hitters. The Phillies make it very available to you. We're stacking these two lefties. We know you still can't get them out. For some reason, Justin Hageman's out there to face him. I think that, again, Mendoza kind of made the decision in his mind that the game was over after the Sean Manaea whole situation. I don't really think it was. This Phillies bullpen is good. It's not great.
It was 4 runs. It was not great, but at the end of the day, for Sean Manaea to be able to get through 5 was huge for him and huge for the team because 4 runs that's like a coin flip. That's a 50-50 winnable game.
Definitely. And we scored a run off every single reliever the Phillies brought in this game. We had chances to score more. I think if the game didn't begin to spiral after that Kyle Schwarber home run, I just can't believe that he was left to his own devices to do that. I think that was a situation like we've been critical about Mendoza in the past, where he wasn't, I'm not going to say he was sleeping, but it just seems like he wasn't prepared for the next situation that had a possibility of happening.
I'll definitely say he was sleeping. If he wasn't sleeping again, then he's trying to thread the needle. And then we're back to the whole thing where it's just trying to get a little bit too cute. I think this team is trying to be a little bit too cute. Even, I know like Nolan McLean and stuff have made like adjustments in the minors before they made their call up. But now you look back at some of those games where the Mets have punted 15 games this year. Can't really punt that many games when you're a team that's like struggling to get to the 80 win mark at this point right now. Your season, your shot. The NFL season is rolling, and every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. From first touchdown score to anytime TD props or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, score over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FOUL. That's code FOUL to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
I mean, the other thing that's scary now is like we're in a bit of a tailspin again. We've lost 5 out of 6 games. We had a stretch in the beginning of August where we lost how many games in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, lost 3 more. You lost 10 out of 11. Before that, you even lost 4. So you lost, 14 out of 16? We've seen this team go really streaky in both directions at plenty of different times this season. You can't do that again.
No.
You don't. If you lose 8 out of 9 right now, you're just going to miss the playoffs. Like maybe then you can get hot when the last 5, like this team would be, that would be the exact way this team would actually play this shit out because that's how they are. But you don't really have the time or the space or the energy to fight through another one of these ridiculous cold streaks. And the question just keeps becoming like, why do these cold streaks keep happening? How are you not able to start to pull out these games? Because 2 of these games we lost were 1-run games.
Yes.
Like these were. You probably shouldn't have lost all 4 of these last games we just lost in a row.
The team's inability to win any close game is crazy. It's absolutely insane how they can't win a close game. We're the only team in baseball that hasn't won a game after trailing after 8 innings. That's unbelievable. The Rockies have won 6. I think they have 30 wins. It's like a fifth of their wins. They were trailing going into the last inning, and they've won those games. The Mets haven't done it once. And that's not even the problem with the Tuesday game, because the Tuesday game, nobody came out. From the first pitch, it was just that mega ass. Lindor 1-0 pitch. Like I remember it vividly because I was frustrated because Ranger Suarez, first at bat of the game, gets behind Lindor 1-0. Lindor then takes like a very lazy, bad right-handed swing on a fastball that is a pitcher's pitch on the outside corner, hits a lazy fly ball to right field. I'm like, feel like you need to be a little more patient leading off the game against a guy like Ranger Suarez, who has had issue at times with throwing strikes consistently. I didn't love what we knocked him out of the game recently. Like the last time we faced Ranger, he threw a ton of pitches.
Yeah.
Like we've been able to make this guy work and get him out of the game. We know we need to get to this Phillies bullpen. Maybe the command comment wasn't technically true, but it's more about he does throw a lot of pitches though.
Totally. It takes him a lot. He's not, I mean, but also it takes him a lot if you aren't very aggressive like that. Like
yes.
That's exactly what Ranger Suarez wants.
He wants you swinging at that pitch.
To make a swing at a pitcher's pitch. Like that's what he does. He doesn't really, again, in this game, oddly, that wasn't the case because he was blowing guys away. Pause. He was just destroying dudes. He had 12 strikeouts, most of his fucking career. But
yeah, like, he struck out Soto 3 times, Pete 3 times. I think
he owns Soto.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think Soto's 1 for 15 against him, with like 9 strikeouts in his career.
Came out of the game, Soto got a hit immediately.
Yeah, exactly. Even after the second or third strikeout, Soto gave him a look like where he was like, "You got to be kidding me!" And Suarez had like a little chuckle on his face. Like they were. It seemed like him and Marte were talking about facing Suarez too, like talking about the way all his pitches move.
Marte didn't know what was going on either today, so
Marte's known what's going on for about 2 weeks now. He kind of just does this, but like Suarez is a good pitcher. Suarez is also not one of the few best pitchers in the league. You know what I mean? We made him look definitely better than he is, but and then even the flip side of this, the Manaea stuff, he couldn't put anybody away those first 2 innings. Nope. Every single one of those hits came with 2 strikes. And
except Harrison Bader, the first at bat, he struck him out.
Yeah. No, but that was the first at bat.
Yeah, first at bat of the game. Yeah,
because
he actually struck out Bader twice.
The home run in the middle. That rally was no one on, 2 outs, and then 2 strikes on. That was Real Muto, and then you wound up walking him after. No, I'm thinking of the last.
No, he hit Real Muto.
That was yeah. But it's just you. It's an inability to put someone away, to get out of these situations, and then again, the credit to Mendoza for like pulling him in the tunnel, be like, hey, you got to fucking spark up, dude. Like he immediately like went like this, pulled him right in, but bad. This was bad. From the second this game began, you're like, we have no chance to win.
They've like got to be cheating at home. They're so bad on the road.
I hope they're cheating. But like, what? You think we just didn't cheat against the Marlins?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they scored a lot of runs. I mean, they hit fine. They didn't pitch well. I mean, because as much as Eric Chavez, the best hitting coach in baseball, loves to parade around about when this team gets hits, it's crazy when, when the stuff goes bad, Eric Chavez is radio silent. You hear nothing from him again. I fucking hate him. I hate his guts.
I feel like it's the same conversation we had where it's an energy thing. Like this team plays
such low T sometimes.
It's such a different energy when they're at home versus on the road, which is like not an excuse. It's just an observation. I'm not like saying that.
This is what it is.
Yes.
It's bad. I'll tell you the opinion. It's bad.
And also, again, like that play by Vientos is so bad.
So
like,
bad.
And again, he did make a diving stop in this game. Whatever,
hit a home run.
Yeah, he hit a home run. So
Still mashing.
Yes, but he's just continuously a liability at third base. Like he's very bad there. And there's probably a bit too much of an obsession right now with needing to get a guy like Starling Marte on the field.
Definitely way too much of an obsession trying to get Starling Marte on the field. When he's hot, force him into the lineup. Right now, he's ice cold. Let him sit for like 2-3 days. Who cares? Use him in a pinch hitting situation. He's allowed to make an impact without getting 4 at-bats a game.
Like, why? I don't know why Brett Beatty just can't start against a lefty. Like,
or play third. Like,
well, that's me. I think him playing third is more important than him.
I agree.
Than having to hide him against a left-handed pitcher. Like that to me, I'm just like we don't really. I don't know. Like this. Even we kind of rely on Brett Beatty day in, day out. The ways he's been playing third the last few days, unbelievable. Over and over again. You give up so much when you take him off the field and put Vientos there. And it's bad. It's so bad right now. I can't believe how bad I feel. And I wish there were fewer games left in the season because it feels like every single game the Mets play, it compounds their chance of losing more games and blowing this playoff spot.
Have you ever seen a team get this hot and cold? It's like the most polar team I can remember in my lifetime where you can win 15 out of 20 games and then also lose 15 out of 20 at the same time. There's no the Mets, it feels like they haven't had actually like 30 games where it's like win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, 15 and 15. It's been like win 8, lose 11, win 9, lose 7. They don't do it evenly. It's just win a lot, lose a lot.
I mean, truthfully, that's happened to the Yankees this season.
I guess, that's the other team too. Who the Mets and the Yankees are 1-1. If they both win, if they're both playing well, they're winning. One plays poorly, the other joins them. The Yankees got smoked tonight. It's so weird how they're like in line with each other.
I feel like I remember a Red Sox season from like 6 or 7 years ago where something else happened. But it's they can't sustain. There's no consistency. And like how much this reflects on those guys at the top, how much it reflects on Mendoza. Like there's a lot of
I think it's
tough for all that. I think Lindor, Alonso, Soto, Mendoza, like this, an inconsistent team with this much talent, it kind of reflects on those guys. Yet after the game on Monday, especially, Alonso said all the same spiel where it was like, we know how talented we are. Just got to get into the dance. We know what we can do. It's almost kind of like what happened last year is working against them.
Yes. You
kind of feel like, all we got to do is get there. We know we're going to flip a switch. You can't really know you're going to flip a switch. The switch has to flip organically.
And they kind of didn't once, like, it took Pete Alonso hitting a miracle home run.
And Francisco Lindor first hitting a miracle home run. Yeah,
it took miracles for this team to make it to where they got.
Couple miracles.
Took a big fat purple miracle as well, and it took a Latino pop star. Like, again, you couldn't write what the Mets did last year, and it does feel like I like what you said there. It does feel like they're kind of just like waiting for last year to happen again.
Yeah, and I think there was a bit of a change of tone. I felt like after this game from Mendoza, where he kept saying like, "Hey, like there's no time. Like we need to fight. We're in the middle of it." It kind of seemed like he was speaking with some urgency the players might not have had, but still, again, like to speak with that urgency, but then also let Justin Hageman face Kyle Schwarber. Like those two things don't really go together for me.
No, those the Venn diagram doesn't intersect there of thinking games are important and Justin Hageman innings. They don't really intersect.
No, not at all. Should we at least briefly heap more credit onto Nolan McLean?
Yeah, I mean, he's really good. We might need just a cleanse. Let's get a quick cleanse. Let's be positive for 5 minutes. Nolan McLean is my game 1 starter if we make the postseason. I've declared that.
Oh, definitely. He's the way that I think that it's almost like being undersold how much better he's gotten in a short period of time. I even think that he's rapidly improving since that first start he made against the Mariners.
Definitely.
The way that he's able to do the sinker. He threw more changeups in this one because it's a very lefty-heavy Phillies lineup. Like, he's outrageous. And also, the sinker for the righties it's kind of unfair. Like that.
He throws the most fun-looking sinker I've ever seen. It's got such crazy movement. It's almost like, remember the Bigs, the video game The Bigs?
Yeah.
When you'd get like the perfect turbo sinker and it would like come straight and then just hump back. That's what it looks like.
He has some of the most drop on any sinker for any starter in the league.
It's crazy.
Like that's a real thing that he has, and that in the sweepers, just every single righty. Like again, like same thing with last week. J2 Realmuto was like emoting when he was like getting out against no. He was looking back like, what the fuck is he doing right now? But it's just, it sucks that like a rookie can go out there and give you that performance, and you can't do much with it. Because again, this wasn't even like a dominant McLean start. Like, he definitely struggled. This Phillies lineup is pretty good, like they are, and there were guys on base. He had to fight in and out of jams. Like he was kind of struggling to throw strike one at times, but it's. To not be able to pick him up, honestly, sucked. Like that was really pissing me off a lot.
Another positive? Can I give one positive?
Yeah.
Ryan Helsley 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, sure. I forgot about
Ryan
that.
Helsley
Actually, looked great.
You know, it is so perfect for him to get hot and figure it out, as the Mets cannot win or have any leads.
Well, so this is a funny one. I talked to my dad on the phone after this game, but he mentioned something I didn't even notice about that Helsley outing because we were playing softball watching between innings. So, you know, he's got the problem tipping pitches, right?
Yes.
Just threw 11 straight sliders.
Isn't that the thing I said? I was like, what if he just only throws one pitch?
There you go. You can't tip. You don't throw one pitch.
Can't tip. Just, it's coming. Be better.
And he's throwing the curveball. That's just like a slower pitch. So he's like slider 90, curveball 80. That's it. They move the same way, but you're not going to be able to time them up as much. It's kind of funny that was the – and the sliders were getting swings and misses left and right because suddenly the guys didn't know they were coming. So it's nice to know that it is still there for Helsley. Sadly, the damage may have already been done, but – I just, even like going back to him, like watching Nola, like I always respect Aaron Nola. He's had a great career. I think he's still a very good pitcher, but very good, maybe a stretch. Seemed quite hittable watching this one back.
He had nothing.
I was just like, there were just curveballs in the zone. It was like, come on, guys. Anyone.
If I told you his name was Jack Flaherty and he pitched for the Tigers, you'd be like, this guy is mega turbo dog shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But you know what? That's not his name. He doesn't. And at least in this one, he was spotting the fastballs better. Like for Aaron Nola, like if those fastballs get played, they get annihilated. This time they were released, like eating that outside edge against the lefties. Like that was something he was able to do. But at the same time, to not score the run in that game on Monday night was deplorable. The Phillies, yeah, you had every opportunity to do things that you couldn't.
What was the worst part about Monday night? Watching that Mets game, losing 1-0, or the fact that we joined a modified softball league, went all the way to the west side of Manhattan, and got absolutely fucking annihilated? Guys, we lost by like 22 runs to a team.
We got housed. We think we have a pretty good softball team. Like we really competed in our league. We decided to move up a division and was modified fast pitch.
New softball as well.
New softball. We tried to be, let's make this harder. Modified fast pitch. We were not ready for what we had to face. We faced a kid who played club baseball in Maryland. He was smaller than me. He had a fucking nukes. Yeah, it was intense. We were masked behind the plate now. None of us knew how to throw modified fast pitch. It was a real mess. The other team, I hope they're the best team in that league. But yeah, watching the Mets not score in between innings and then watching Duran strike out Alvarez with the boys after that was just horrific.
Yeah, it was painful. It's been a horrible 2 days in Mets world.
Also, just want to say for a second, obligatory, I have to mention it. We disagree on this. I want to let the people hear it. Juan Soto stealing third base was insane.
It is conceptually insane. I also think it should not even be talked about at all. I think talking about it.
True. It should not be. I think it just got mentioned because I think it was kind of crazy.
I think it was crazy, and I can understand why somebody could be upset. But I think harping on it and also making it a way bigger deal than it is, it's like, who fucking cares? Oh, no, the Mets lost by 6 and Juan Soto stole a base. Or, oh, no, the Mets lost by 6 and he didn't steal a base. Like, That's where we're at right now. That's where we're nitpicking the guy who has carried this team offensively all season long. I'll tell you what, I don't give 100 fucks. Steal as many bases as he wants. He never gets thrown out. I don't care what the rules of baseball say. I don't care how much money he's getting paid. I don't care what the situation was. He was safe. Who gives a shit?
Time for your weekly Arena Club segment where we see what AJ pulls from a slab pack. And here we go. Pulling a little Emerald pack. This week, AJ, looking for something big.
Always. I'm always looking for the big thing. Next big thing, Scott.
Big money, baby.
Yep. No whammies.
We've got a Dave Winfield card from 1974, a 74 Topps card from this Emerald pack. Estimated value $300.
Mm-hmm.
You could sell it back for $270.
Sold.
I feel like you're into more of the current players. Would that be accurate?
No,
you like Legends?
In my showroom, I have a Robin Yount. I have a Griffey rookie card,
Oh,
I think.
That's true.
So, I have some older vintager players. Bob Gibson.
Oh, yeah, you have Gibson.
So, I disagree, Scott. But Dave Winfield, for that amount of money back, I'm reselling it.
And if you want to get your own pack or new card, you can get 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase at arenaclub.com/foul.
The next time the Mets are trailing by 5, would you be okay with him stealing third with 2 outs and another guy on base?
Is he safe?
I don't know. You'll know. It's before the play.
If he's safe, then yes. If he's out, I'm going to be like, what the fuck are we stealing for?
Okay, well, that's the problem right there. Maybe next time just don't do it. Again, he's safe every single time he steals, so whatever. But
I don't know. It's just like...
When I saw that happen, I was like, that's not that cool.
I don't know. I don't care. I actually...
What if Jose Siri did it?
Oh, people would be screaming epithets at Jose Siri.
What would you think?
I would be saying, dog. He must think the pitcher's a racist or something.
It's like that was just one of those things where now people are going to harp on it, but it's not a big deal. But
way bigger problems. Bigger problems.
Not even top 10 biggest problems in this individual game, let alone this like the first half of the series. And now
it feels like we were going to do like a Letterman bit, like top 10 biggest problems from the New York Mets game today, and then like 10 the Mets like players come at once. So it's like I stole third base.
All right, we could do that one right now. Top 10 biggest problems in the Mets today. 1, Sean Manaea just not being able to spot those sweepers at all.
Okay.
Number 2.
Wait, let's go back and forth. Let's see.
Okay, give me number
2. Carlos Mendoza leaving in Justin Hagenman.
All right, number 3. What can we get for number 3 here? Now I'm already out.
You're already, you want me to give you one?
Yeah, keep going.
Mark Vientos not charging a ground ball. Bryson's not getting a hit there. That's number 3.
These bad things happen, and I just choose to remove them from my brains.
Number 4.
I'm so good compartmentalizing.
Number 4. Jose Siri dropped a fly ball in center field. Didn't matter, but he did do it.
Number 5, Pete Alonso could not hit left-handed Ranger Suarez to save his life.
Number 6, Juan Soto could not hit left-handed Ranger Suarez to save his life.
Number 7, Mark Vientos couldn't really hit left-handed Ranger Suarez to save his life. And in that bat, when Vientos did steal the base, when Soto stole the base, Vientos had a golden opportunity against left-handed Tanner Banks. Also, did not have a good at bat. Went down 0-2 like that.
Let me think. We got to get
2 more.
Well, no, we're at number 8, so we need 3 more because we got to get to 10. Number 8.
Another Starling Marte having uncompetitive at bats in the lineup only to face a left-handed pitcher, and he absolutely just did horrible things every single time at the plate.
Number 9. The Giants are playing red hot and they are dangerous. That's one of the bad things that happened with the Mets today.
Yeah, I mean, yes, Willie Adames hit the home run, 3-run home run, third bat of the game, and flipped his bat into the next universe.
Number 10. Harrison Bader, a guy who we could have traded for at the trade deadline, fucking owns our ass, and we can't get this guy out, despite him being on the team last year and knowing what pitches he can't hit. We still continue to throw the pitches that are right in his happy zone, and Cedric Mullins, I think, is 0 for his last 28.
I think 26, but yeah, that's the thing. Harrison Bader also, it's a 3-mile-an-hour bat speed increase, 2-mile-an-hour bat speed increase.
I know. You're telling
crazy.
me. I was telling you.
I know you were right. I know it's true. And yeah, Tracy, we've gotten to this point without talking about Mullins. I think that while he's been turbo dog shit, it's another situation where I think a lot of people are piling on him where there's, again, many deeper and bigger problems to this whole situation going on.
Yeah, I don't think our 9-hitter not hitting when they haven't hit for us all year is our biggest issue. I'm going to say this. We've seen this now with like almost every player on the Mets getting in this insanely deep slump. Where's the help? Where's the adjustment?
And also, again, if you're even considering pinch hitting Cedric Mullins for Luis Angel Acuna,
that's crazy.
There's probably just needs to be another conversation there. Like maybe after the game, someone would be like, "What, Carlos? Why was that?" I'm sure
you can't possibly think Luis Angel Acuna is ever a better hitter than Cedric Mullins, unless it was 2024. Luis Angel Acuna, remember that? That was crazy.
I would say that actually it was insane to think about that,
because I actually don't know how he did it. I have no clue.
And this is also a situation where, like, if any of these guys can just get hot for a hot second here, Mullins, Siri, Jeff, Marte, anybody, just give this team a parachute, because you're going in to face Christopher Sanchez next game, and it's like, he's going to be pissed after the way that last one went.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be throwing bullets. And it's just, I can't see the Mets winning on Wednesday either. And then Thursday is going to be a literal catastrophe.
And then we have the Rangers coming this weekend, who are very much in the AL playoff conversation right now and are playing some pretty decent baseball of late.
Jacob DeGrom Friday night is going to be crazy. But yeah, as of right now, since we're not done recording. I mean, we're almost done recording. It's almost the end of the night here. Reds are up. Giants are up. This could be a 2-game lead.
I believe the Mets, which I hate these stats. I hate them so much. I think the Mets, according to Fangraphs, were like 96% chance to make the playoffs coming into today, before the game happened. During the middle of the game, it dropped to 76%. I can only imagine what it's going to be when the Giants and Reds win tonight.
I mean, would you honestly feel, what's your gut check percentage right now?
Oh, I felt so good today. I felt so good before today's game. I said like 95% chance I think the Mets still make the playoffs. And now I'm 50-50.
I'm a little better than 50-50. I'm 60-40. But
I'm 50-50 until they show me otherwise, until they show me a little fight, until they show me that someone's aware of what's going on, that someone's paying attention. I can't get off the 50-50 ledge then.
It is funny because a lot of people are now like harping on like the Drew Gilbert situation that he's kind of galvanized the Giants team, and he kind of has emotionally. It seems like that. Like it's honestly hilarious the content that's coming out about him with Matt Chapman. That he's kind of like the Chihuahua of that team, where he's just screaming. Matt Chapman chokes him out basically because he's such a little nut. At the same time, like his stats do look good. It was really helped by his series right when he got called up in Coors Field. So
I would love to get called up and debut in Coors. That must be sick.
Must be incredible. I do want to caution people about like the excitement about. Because again, Drew Gilbert seems super fun. Again, I would love to have him in this fucking clubhouse right now.
I'll tell you this. I don't know if he could act the way that he is right now in this clubhouse. This clubhouse doesn't really got the vibes like that.
Does the Giants clubhouse have the vibes like that?
No, but like
I think he would act like this no matter what. I think that's the whole point of what he is.
Who's gonna choke slam him?
Pete.
You think Pete would?
100%.
I hope so. I don't know.
No.
This team.
Yeah, I think it was a weak take.
No, is it?
Specifically about Drew Gilbert acting the way he would act, but I do think is now that we take it the fact that there are just the whole season has been kind of a strange clubhouse vibe.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think it's actually a bad take. I think Drew Gilbert comes in that clubhouse and feels a little weird about what's going on.
Yeah, maybe, but also like it did take the Giants starting to play red hot baseball for all this content starting to happen.
Sure.
Like, he's been up for 3 weeks, then they started winning. Then he was acting like a little bit of a psychopath. Now he's a full blown psychopath.
He would have came up and the Mets would have kept losing.
Yeah, maybe. Or who even knows? I just thought it was fun.
Yeah,
I just wanted to bring the name up because people are talking about it.
Yeah, no, it fucking sucks that a team that we traded to, that sold to us, is going to possibly knock us out of the playoffs. I fucking hate the Giants.
We got multiple sellers that are creeping up on us in the playoffs, and the Reds who soft bought. It was just like we're far away from this actually becoming reality. The Mets missed the playoffs. It's an overwhelming failure.
Oh, it's one of the worst failures. It's probably the worst failure in franchise history. Is that fair?
That's not true.
Why?
I think it'll be hard to match 2007 as a failure.
I mean, yes, but
1987, 1988, those are massive failures.
This one's so big.
I don't know. 2001 was a huge failure. 2023 was a pretty intense failure.
This one, like, it's just so bad. I guess it feels less bad because we've now seen 3 months of them being a bad baseball team. So
yeah, it's just about whether or not they can.
How are they so bad? How is this team this bad? Everything does not point to this team being this bad.
Some things point to this team being this bad.
Some things, but
the bullpen's not very good. The rotation's not very good.
But the bullpen should be better.
The bullpen should be better. I could not have anticipated Ryan Helsley just tipping every single one of his pitches. That's a hand up. That's a hand up on me.
Who saw that coming?
That was fucking insane. That's happened.
I also didn't expect I
didn't expect Sean Manaea and Carlos Mendoza to give us nothing in the second half. Nothing at all.
Yeah, zero.
Nothing.
I know, a lot of people give David Stern shit about Frankie Montas. That Sean Manaea contract's 1,000,000% worse at this exact moment.
I think that's also the take I dropped from my dad a couple episodes ago, where it's like that was a situation where it's still David Stern's learning how to operate in a big market. Like a lot of people say David Stern's obsessed with the small market. Those were big market signings.
He would have never signed Sean Manaea to the Brewers in the best.
He never would have looked at either of those guys. He would have walked out of there with Quintana and Nick.
That being said, I wanted Sean Manaea back on this team.
I was a little more lukewarm on it. I was fine. I just really thought he would. And also, I think it's so obvious he's pitching hurt.
Yeah, of course. His arm slot is so different. And I don't know if you know this is too. Maybe you could take a look and we can let the people know in the next episode. Watch how he throws that sweeper versus the fastball. I'm telling you, he's slowing down a ton.
Okay, I could probably find that while I'm just filibustering here talking. But at the same time, it does seem like there's something I said before. Was so dead set on coming back, like he had pressure to help this team. Like he knows he's like a leader, like emotional, spiritual, and also literally on the mound. Like we can talk about a lot of the reasons why the Mets got so hot and made the run they had last year. He was one of the biggest for that whole thing.
Yes.
And even this game, Ranger Suarez strikes out 12 batters in 6 scoreless innings. Sean Manaea kind of gets blown up for 5. Ranger Suarez only gets 1 more swing and miss to Sean Manaea.
How do you have 12 strikeouts?
I mean, we just were taking bad swings left and right.
God, this team. So frustrating. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
Do you?
No, I'm good.
All right. That's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the Messed Up Podcast YouTube channel. See the video version of this. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google. If you're listening to us, follow us on social media at Mets'd Up on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow James at
James Shiano.
I'm Draft Nick Mark with a C. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you at the end of the Philly series. Maybe we win the next 2.
I'll take 1 at this point.
We'll see. See you guys then. Peace out.
Peace out, guys. Go Mets.